Hello and welcome to Season Sisters. I'm Autumn,
I'm Summer.
and today we're going to be talking about Season 8, Episode 1, 1,000-Pound Sisters. I'm so excited.
Yeah, me too.
I have so much to say about this episode, and I'm so glad the show came back.
Yeah, I was kind of worried.
I was really worried, but then I kept telling myself, there's no way Sister Wives has 20 seasons.
And is back.
And is back, and is probably getting a season 21.
Yeah, which
with
doesn't make any
nothing
sense.
to give any of us.
No, nobody cares
And
anymore.
also, right now, just to get into Sister Wives a little bit, it seems like all the wives have signed NDAs, so no one's talking shit about Cody anymore. I do not care. Boring. Exactly. So boring. But anyway, before we get into the episode, we have a little bit of business to attend to
we got a mullet.
Get started. We got a mullet today. So basically, if you've listened to us before, we got to season 2, episode 6 on our rewatch.
I think we're gonna only have out till episode 4, though, don't we?
No, we have up to 6. Yeah, there's something about Jerry was the last one we released this week.
That's crazy. I'm so behind.
So yeah, we're pausing that. We're gonna pause covering season 2. Leave that on the cliffhanger of Tammy has something to tell Jerry, and we'll pick that up when season 8 ends. We're also going to have to move our release date from Tuesdays to Wednesday nights or Thursdays if we need a lot of editing. So
yeah,
that's what we'll be doing while the season's going on. And I really think, was there any other business we needed?
I think that's about it. Just hopefully we're going to try to do this. This is going to be more live and raw, like in the raw.
Literally, I watched it at 2:00 this morning and then got out of bed at 3, watched it again and took my notes.
Yep. And I watched it about 3:15 and then watched it again right before work at 6:15.
Yeah. So we're on no sleep. But anyway,
this will be fun.
I'm excited to talk about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, Summer, can you read the
okay, yeah, sorry. Season 8, episode 1. Yay! Abysmal to the wedding. Amy and Tammy have drifted further than ever, but unbeknownst to them, are living parallel lives as their romantic partnerships both take big steps. Which I would disagree with, but
I disagree with that too. I don't think it's parallel at all.
No, I don't know who is writing this. Some AI. Oh, can we have a moment real quick before we get into this? Mm-hmm. Just if anyone out there is listening and they don't follow Amy's social media,
oh my gosh, that has been fun. Amy apparently found an AI music app, and she is. This weekend, she posted 5 or 6 shorts on YouTube that are an AI just singing a song about the clip from TLC hyping season 8. One of them was join 1,000-pound LB sisters, Amy and Tammy Slatton. So not even saying anything right.
No, it was
hilarious.
So bad.
It was cringy, atrocious. But I love it so much.
And then before she discovered the AI stuff, I just love watching her posts where she does a 3-minute song with 20 seconds of a picture of her and then black. It's
and then
Amy, you've been doing social media.
Black screen.
Yeah. It's how long has this woman been doing social media? It is because every time I'm like, there's going to be something else.
Yeah, but there's nothing. You just listen to a whole song. I made Kyle watch one and he was like, what is happening? And I was like, don't you love it? I love it so much.
She's been doing this for at least a decade.
Yeah, but she's been feeling herself this last month. She got very Christmassy and into the season. So
which is great. But yeah, I'm just saying, I know we're going to talk about season 8 people, but if you miss between this week and next week's episode, just get on and watch some of the content that she's pumping out. It's great.
She went from doing nothing on her YouTube channel to now it's flooded because she did a advent calendar for Christmas every day. And then with we never saw her face. It was just pictures of Grinch things.
My favorites have been the body positive songs with one picture.
Which honestly, she looks good. She did get married in October, and she looked beautiful.
Spoilers.
Have you seen the pictures from the wedding?
I did. I'm not a stalker like you, but I did see them.
Yeah, I thought she looked great. I'm excited to see the planning for the wedding.
I am too. We need to talk about the episode. I have stuff to say about the wedding. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into this.
Hold on, please. Can you just give me 1 second? My daughter's trying to break in.
Oh, okay. All right, 2 seconds. Do you have a cat now?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so
sorry about that, guys.
We open where the last season left off. So it's right after the big fight at the end of season 7 where what was even happening? It's like, Amy left Tammy's surgery in Pittsburgh early because of a fart thing that happened with Amanda.
Because she farted on Amanda.
And Amanda made a joke about it. Anyway, so she left. So Tammy is hurt by Amy because Amy abandoned her in Pittsburgh to heal by herself.
Yes.
And Amy's mad at Tammy because she says that Tammy's been bullying her.
Which, I mean, I don't know. I have more to say later on, but I will say that, this is literally how Tammy has always treated Amy.
I know. It's kind of crazy because we just finished season 1 and we're midway through season 2 right now. So we're in the height, I feel like, of the toxicity coming from Tammy.
Yes.
And I saw a lot of old Tammy in this episode.
I did too. That's in my notes.
Yes. There's a lot of old Tammy.
Yeah, there's a lot of attitude and
rudeness
stuff.
For no reason.
It's this is just you.
Yeah. So both girls are sitting down for an interview and the producer asks so what's going on with Tammy? And Amy basically says, fuck that bitch. What does she say? She says, I'm not living my life in a shell to please Tammy anymore, which I do think is a great thing to say.
Yes.
Power, more power to you. Agree. Especially having just watched season 1, I don't know how much benefit I think Tammy adds to Amy's life.
I would say very little to minimum.
It seems mostly toxic.
Yeah. I feel especially, I'm not trying to get judgy or prognosticate or anything like that, but Tammy's terrible this episode.
Yes. And I didn't think, okay, we'll get into it when the certain scenes happen, but I didn't think that Amy is as terrible as Tammy is.
No.
I don't think is the one throwing
perfect.
Strays,
yes.
And not Amy.
Yeah.
Amy's just kind of hurt and Tammy's punching down.
No, I do think Amy is, I feel like Amy probably just needs someone to tell her thank you. Yeah.
Yes.
She's very sensitive. She's super sensitive right now.
She's very sensitive, but and then Tammy's version is Tammy is upset that Amy left Pittsburgh, which I do agree with Tammy because Amy was supposed to stay with her in the hospital. And Amy, Tammy, if you didn't watch last season, Tammy had 3 surgeons working on her at once because of how massive this skin removal was. It was almost a 24-hour surgery. It was so long, so stressful. And then before Tammy's recovered or even really awake, Amy comes in and is all well, instead of staying with you, I'm leaving. So Tammy wasn't even aware that Amy was leaving because she was still on medicine.
Which I know we're going to go over that season, but to me that seems less I'm offended that Amanda's offended by my fart and more I have a new boyfriend and want to go home.
Which could be the case. I also... there's so much to talk about because I feel
there's so much.
I feel if you think about everything that happened to Amy last season, you have the camel bite, meeting Brian, no one being excited that she's engaged, and then the arrest. All of these things were extremely stressful, and her siblings have not been sympathetic at all.
No, Chris,
so that's a lot of stress, and maybe Brian is her safe space.
Yeah, I still have Brian issues. We'll get it. Brian redeemed himself a little this episode, but I still have Brian issues.
See, I feel like Brian redeemed himself, but I also have a couple things that I'm all didn't like that.
Yeah.
But Tammy basically says that she tried to tell Amy how she felt abandoned by her and that Amy flipped it as Tammy is bullying Amy. So,
yeah.
Anyway, but Amy says that the last fight that they had, she was trying to explain to Tammy what happened between Amanda so that they could have some camaraderie, because Amanda is typically in the show more aggressive than the other two.
Which is true. 1000%.
Yes. So I think she was looking for Tammy to understand that Amanda pushed her too far, and Tammy didn't.
No.
And then she says that Tammy was instead a big bitch.
Well, but and to be fair, Amanda is a bully, but literally, I mean, and I know we're going to go over this when we talk about, but just so everyone knows, in case you're starting right here with season 8, they have a joke in their family about Tammy farting so bad that it made their mom throw up outside the car.
Yeah.
Amy.
Yeah.
So it's like, what happened at the hospital is not crazy.
No, it's not like she farted and then Amanda punched her in the face.
Yeah.
Amanda was cracking up.
Yeah.
Amanda was like, oh my God, that smells so bad, and laughing. And then Amy started crying and ran out of the room.
I think Amy is dealing with a lot. And I would like to know behind the scenes what that is, because there's a lot. Amy has never been this emotional.
This is one of the things that makes me, and I hope that Brian is amazing. That's what I hope. But I worry when people like do such a drastic change in their personality when they get with someone, because it makes me wonder, like, what's that person saying to you?
Yeah.
Like, is he trying to make her hate her siblings, or is it just literally Amy is upset and he's just the person, her punching bag or her sounding board?
So 1000%, like, I know we're still a ways away, but when they go see the wedding planner and the wedding planner's talking to Brian, I got the impression it's like Brian's trying to keep her from her family. And I was like, no.
That's the impression I got too. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I do not like that. Like, I know that no one in her family is great. We meet one person in her family now, other than Chris, that I absolutely adore.
Kent?
Later. Is that the dad?
Their cousin? Oh, their dad. I liked their cousin too. I thought he was cute.
Yeah, he was cute. He was adorable and really sweet, but I don't know enough about him. But the dad seems like, why would you take these kids?
Yeah, and he was just like, we'll get to it when you get to him, but I love their dad too.
Yeah, sorry, we're just kind of all over right now.
we're so excited to cover this. So, and we haven't got to talk to each other about it at all.
No, we've been waiting.
We've been waiting all day. So, Tammy says that a couple weeks after the initial fight, she thought that she and Amy were getting better. So, Tammy decided it would be a great idea to insult Amy's photo, I guess. Like, I have some issues because basically I thought the picture of Amy was adorable. She's wearing like this little short red dress. She has a red coat, like knee-high boots, and she's laughing, and the smile is so genuine. Yeah.
I thought it was a happy, good picture. Yeah. Her clothes fit, which is great for Amy. We've talked about that before.
You could tell that she felt good and she felt confident.
Yes.
And then like her sister, like what Tammy said about the photo is, you look like a drag queen, which I have a couple of problems with this. Because number one, is that really an insult? Because drag queens are gorgeous. Like, have you ever seen Trixie and Katya?
I have never worn as much makeup or spent as much time on my hair or body as a drag queen does. So I feel like if someone said, you look like a drag queen, I'd be like, thank you.
Thank you. Right? So is it a compliment, or are you trying to say like, or are you insulting her? Because Amy definitely took it as an insult.
Well, I think the problem is not just that. It's the fact she posted it online that you look like a drag queen.
Yes. Because it's
one thing to just tell you.
Right. I don't know what Tammy meant, but my assumption is that Tammy meant you look like a man.
Yeah, that's would be my assumption.
This is where I love our relationship, because neither of us would ever do this to the other one. Like,
no.
Never.
No.
Like, if you felt gorgeous, I want you to feel gorgeous. I think you're gorgeous.
Yes, so, like as an example, I put fake nails on for Thanksgiving, and I sent a picture to Audie, and the nails were huge, like claw-like.
They were like 2 inches.
And And I was like, I did my nails. And she was like, oh, those are beautiful.
I was like, oh, you like them? Wow, that's
and then
fun.
I sent a picture later after I trimmed them, and she was like, oh, thank God, because those were hideous.
I didn't know what to say. I like had my phone in my hand for like 5 minutes not knowing what to say because I was like, if she wants to try this, cool, but good Lord. Because we don't do that. We're not nail people.
No.
Summer only puts her nails on when she's off school. So
yeah,
that's it.
And I keep them short, but yeah, it was great because I waited just long enough, and I was like, just kidding, like
with me like JK. Stewing, like, oh my God, I don't know what to say. I don't want to hurt her feelings, but I don't know what to say.
Yeah, it was fantastic, and that's what this reminds me of, kind of.
It's yes, like, I don't understand why you would say something when your sister looks genuinely happy to hurt her.
Yeah,
no, I would never do that. You would never do that.
And if it is a joke and you're just trying to be like, hey, girl, that was way too much mascara, can't you do that privately?
Yeah, but also, why would you? She looked beautiful.
I think, honestly, Chris says it later in the episode where he says, I think Amy's jealous, but I think, honestly, Tammy's jealous, too. I think both of them don't know how to get their relationship. They both need to be better. Like, we're a super competitive family, but not like this.
Not you versus me, ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless it's Guess Who.
Guess Who, I'm very competitive. Yes.
Because she cheats.
Uno. Yes. I cheated once. And it was genius. But anyway. So Tammy says she wasn't trying to be mean or vicious, but I don't believe her.
No, I think she was trying to knock her sister down a peg or two.
Yep. That's what I think. And then I do agree with Tammy in the next thing because she says, I can only handle so much of Amy whining. Whining. Did I say all that wrong?
Yeah, whine.
She
Too
can
much
only
whine.
handle so much of Amy whining and being down on herself, which I do understand because I have a tendency, like, you can make me cut this if you don't like it, but like you can get very self-deprecating.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And it can get frustrating when you are watching a person who you love and you think is gorgeous and like you envy and you just are like, you just want her to know that she's so amazing, but she can't see how amazing she is.
Aww.
So, because I think you're great. But
I'm going to send you that meme
I understand
real quick
Tammy getting frustrated. Because, I mean, that would be annoying. But
yeah.
Tammy says she's just giving Amy some space. And then Amy says that she's better off not talking to Tammy, which I kind of agree with.
Which I do. I do, because I feel like Brian, I have issues with Brian still, but I do think he's probably in the background like, do you really need that? Like, you're gorgeous. By the way, can you hear Den purring or?
I can only hear her hitting the mic.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay.
There's a cat right in front of Summer. So if you hear purring or mic bumps, that's what it is.
It's like, I'm really sorry.
She's not settling down. She's just walking back and forth.
She's the youngest. She gets what she wants. Yeah, she's kind of like Amy.
She's spoiled. Yeah. But then we're heading to the wedding planner with Amy and Brian.
Oh my God,
and the place was called, I thought I wrote it down. I did do this in the middle of the night.
Yeah, 2:00 in the morning.
I must have Googled it. It's like
you are abysmal to my life.
You're abysmal to my life.
Yeah, just a new way we're gonna call it.
They're heading to the wedding, and they're 6 months out right now. And then she starts trying to say like, "Oh, we are definitely going to need a wedding planner because a wedding planner is abysmal to the wedding." And then Brian's just like, "Pivotal."
Yeah,
you mean pivotal?
And she's like, "Pivotal."
I thought he handled it really well because he more just was like, you're silly, you know?
Yeah,
he didn't make her feel stupid.
No, and he didn't correct her right away. Like it's kind of like, I feel like people with stutters, you know, he gave her time to be like, are we going to get there? You're not. It's not abysmal. So.
Yeah, and he didn't laugh at her, which I think is part of where she's so sensitive towards her siblings right now, is she always gets laughed at.
Yeah, he seems very supportive,
patient.
Which I will give him. I will give him credit for this moment because I did think he handled her. Which I don't know why she can't just say, "I think a wedding planner would be important." Like, why does this woman feel the need to be like, "I want to use the big words"?
Yeah, but then again, I guess I feel like I love it because it's hilarious.
I go Saheza Desert for you.
The Saheza Desert and what did you say? The tower in France with all the popes.
Yep.
None of that's correct.
None of that's right. But you go, girl. You go. You
but
say it
I
with
understand
confidence.
what you're saying.
Yeah. I
but
get
she does mention that she made a new friend, Lily, and we haven't met Lily yet. So hopefully we'll get to meet her this season. And I do feel like both the girls seem like they're moving on up, which I guess agree.
Kind of makes sense because their lives are starting to get more regulated. So her having a friend is great, but it also does make me question because I have a friend.
You have a friend
outside of our family.
Outside of this, yeah.
Yeah, I have a friend.
I have zero.
Yeah, so it's like, to me, when she said, "Oh, this is my friend," I'm like, "Your friend's a bad influence. What's happening? Why are you being so emotional and weird?" Like,
yeah, but maybe it's going to be good for her because maybe she can. I don't know. I feel like I love being best friends with my sister because she already knows all of my baggage. I know all of hers.
True.
And there is just this rich history of understanding. But if that history isn't a good history, how do you move past it?
That's true. That's very true.
So I feel like maybe Lily doesn't laugh at her all the time.
Maybe. I don't know.
And
I
say
guess
that she's making bad choices.
I don't want to say I think Amy is stupid because I don't think she is. But I just worry that people could be taking advantage of her. Is that a rude? I
don't think that's rude because I worry about that too. I do worry because it's like she is making money off the show.
Yeah.
So I would be concerned, and I do think she might have some. Both of these girls seem like they have a very strong desire to be loved.
Yes,
and someone could easily abuse that.
Yeah,
and I hope that. And I'm not saying these people are. I just hope that she doesn't run into someone like that.
And we don't know. We haven't met Lily yet, and I hope that she's a good friend. But my first thought was, what's happening?
Yeah, I'm excited to meet her though, and then we'll get a better vibe. So,
well, I'm glad she's got support outside of her family, so she can talk smack to somebody other than Brian. Because you shouldn't. I don't know. I think it's not going to help Brian's relationship with the family. She's like, oh my God, everyone in my family sucks.
Yeah, because I feel like a person who loves you, but if I complain to Kyle all the time about my family and all he ever hears is how annoyed I am with all of you guys, and then Kyle can't get over it, you can't really blame Kyle because Kyle loves me. I love y'all. And yes, he does love you, but because of me, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, no.
That's probably why Brian's more angry.
Yeah, I was like, because why would Kyle, who doesn't have the history and growing up and all that, is going to be like, why are we going down there just randomly in March? We could just stay home and be happy because you're going to gripe the whole way home and the whole
why
way
are you
back.
Going to Disney with your sister again?
Yeah, it's like, do you know how many text messages I got on this trip? I hate her. I'm going to knock this bitch down a peg.
I didn't text him. I don't think I actually complained about you. So
she says she thinks.
I don't think. I probably did because you're my sister, but
I mean, it's we're sisters. That's part of it.
Thinking back on the trip, I'm not just like, oh yeah, this minute, she did this that drove me crazy. Nothing like that.
No, I don't think there was a lot of minutes or a lot of even seconds that I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. So, and we spent 2 whole weeks together, just the two of us.
Yeah. So yeah. And we did really good. Yeah.
We did. But so Amy does say that she's currently focusing on her probation. She wants to get out of her probation. She's working on finishing her classes. And she says that she thinks she and Brian are stronger after going through the camel incident.
Also, can we talk about is this TLC? Who does this show?
TLC.
Is it TLC?
Yeah.
Can we talk about they had to put the camel bite twice?
I loved it. I love the slow-mo shot of
I'm just like, do these people hate her? It's like, this is a terrible picture. Let's go.
It is a really weird thing to happen to someone. Who gets bit by a camel?
But I just feel like it's like, that's not the best moment of my life, but let's make sure. I mean, they only put the mugshot once at least, so I guess that's a good thing.
That is a terrible mugshot. I feel like we'll get to it when we finally do our rewatch and get to season 7, but I have some theories about that entire situation. So
yeah, no.
Anyway,
but yeah, I did think it was interesting. She's on a 2-year probation, and it's been 2 months. since we left. So,
well, I don't know when the camel thing happened, because if you notice, the boys looked so little in the car seats, and the boys aren't that little anymore. So I'm just like,
also,
how long ago was the camel thing?
Did you notice the boys were missing?
I did not see the boys. They might be with Michael this week.
But I'm hoping that that's the case. But my other theory is does Michael have them, or has Amy decided she doesn't want them on social media and on the internet anymore?
I don't think that's it, because didn't she post like several pictures on her Instagram?
I think she has recently. But I was just hoping maybe it was more of a, hey, the boys can't consent to this, so I'm not doing it. But I'm also like, but does Michael maybe have temporary custody until we finish? Because she did say she has to take parenting classes. So I was like, questions. I'm sure.
Well, I mean, honestly, I think the parenting classes will be great for her. Yeah. Not that I think she's a bad parent or anything, but I just think that probably everyone could benefit.
It's probably like
from
therapy.
Some advice. Yeah, I guess. So I don't see what the harm would be. But then we go to Tammy and Andrea going to putt-putt. And then Tammy says the last time she went putt-putting, she fell into the pool from the bumper boats.
Yeah, because this woman, this skinny woman said, "I got you, girl," and then dropped her in the pond.
And then dropped her. Yep. Yeah.
But I have to say, I love the fact that they're wearing couple t-shirts, but not couple t-shirts.
They just say Kentucky. Why are we wearing these?
But like Andrew's, I think, was blue and said Kentucky, and then Tammy's was red and said Kentucky. And y'all just so y'all know, Audie refuses to dress alike, even remotely.
I don't. I'm not into that. Especially the older I get. Like when I used to go to Disney, I could dress cute. Now I only dress for survival. I cannot worry about what I'm wearing. I'm just trying to get through the day.
True.
That's it.
But I did think it was adorable. I was like, oh, they're kind of dressed alike, but it took a second to be like, oh. Also, I'm just gonna say it. Where did Amy's boobs go?
Dude, Tammy's. But
Tammy,
she doesn't have any. But do you remember this? We just covered this. In season 2, Tammy says that she would never be caught dead in matching shirts with her lover. And here she is.
That's hilarious. So, yeah, and she's straight up doing it. Also, these just a random pet peeve moment for me. I don't like it when couples aren't PDA, so I can tell they're together. They never touched this whole scene. I watched it 3 times. I don't
like too much PDA, because too much PDA, I'm all like, ew.
Just well, no, I don't want to feel like I need to like give you money or tell you that I'm 18 or over, but I at least want like holding hands, touching each other on the back, that sort of a thing. Yeah, there was
but also Andrea's been on very few episodes, so maybe that's
true. So maybe she's awkward about it. But yeah, okay. But anyway, I just needed to bring that up because they do not touch this. Well,
you also complained when we were watching season 7 that Brian was touching Amy too much.
Yeah, but I don't like Brian.
So you just have this like sweet zone.
Yeah, I have like a middle area, and that's where I need everyone to be.
I mean, that makes sense because I get that. I get that. So Andrea is just gassing Tammy up about how great she looks, and she's like shocked with how much Tammy can do now, and was shocked to see her after the skin removal. And then Tammy says it's been 2 months since her surgery.
Yes.
So, all right. It seems like Andrea really is in love with Tammy.
No, she seems to really
Andrea.
Support her. I do too. I think she's really sweet. I think she's real down to earth. She reminds me of like a Brittany, almost very soft spoken, very kind. But
which I feel like this family needs that to counterbalance the aggression.
Yeah, especially now that Brittany gave up her sodies.
I love that. That montage was great. Yeah. But they go sit down at a table, and was that a Dr. Pepper bottle with the label peeled off?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
And a Pepsi. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's what I thought. I was like, that looks like a Dr. Pepper. Which I'm back on. I went off, and now I have a 12-pack.
I am on too, so it's fine. We can be on together.
You're never off. Shut up. So
I'm just saying. I'm trying to get together.
Andrea has a surprise for Tammy, and Tammy thinks Andrea is going to propose. How long have they been together, and why is everyone in this family jumping to the end so quickly?
This whole scene annoyed me because, 'cause, 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 she's immediately like, oh, well, I think Andrea's going to propose to me. I'm like, and Andrea, to her credit, was like, I mean, I know we're getting to it, but I mean, oh, sorry, I'm jumping ahead. You go ahead. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead.
So
Sorry.
then she gets up and Tammy's just like hoping that she's getting proposed to. And then we snap back to Amy and Brian going, this is where I wrote down, to Credo Point Event Center, which is about 40 minutes from Dixon, but I'm not sure the girls still live in Dixon. So,
oh, maybe we moved up.
I think we moved closer to a big city, I think, but I don't really know because I haven't watched the later seasons much, but I haven't rewatched them. So Amy is talking about the weddings that she's planning and or the weddings that she's planned, and she talks about how she planned Tammy's wedding to Caleb, but that was easy because they couldn't leave the place. It was just in a rec room.
Which just to back up, that was a beautiful wedding.
It was. And then she talks about her wedding to Michael, which I loved that wedding. And I like that she didn't insult Michael. She says, yes, no offense to Michael, but it was on a budget. And I loved that wedding. I wish we got to see her plan it though.
Yeah, no, because I think I'm pretty sure we talked about it, but that reminded me of Jacob's wedding. It's just very, it was just
small
want to get married
and intimate, but you could tell that at that time they were madly in love with each other.
Yeah, and I did love that she did not insult Michael or anything. No, she was just
very kind.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess co-parenting is working well.
I think so. I mean, I don't know anything about Michael. I know I've seen some stuff online, but where we're at in our rewatch, Michael's the MVP. So
right now, so it's like good. Don't keep his name out your mouth.
Yeah, and then they keep talking about how they want a haunted wedding, and I don't understand why all these people act like they've never heard the concept before.
No, I mean, because to me, I've heard trying to get married like in a cemetery or a haunted house or an abandoned building, like that,
or a creepy church.
Yeah, that seems very like Pinteresty. You know, like
it is.
Yeah, the pictures will be cool. Halloween night. My favorite part is when she goes, well, are they even available for Halloween? They're like, oh, I don't know. She's like, well, most people book it a year in advance. She's like, I didn't even know him a year ago. And it's like,
I love that.
That's the problem.
She was like, I didn't know him 10 months ago.
Like, yeah. I've only known him for 10 months. It's like, and you just kind of want like a light bulb moment of like, oh.
Yeah. But like, then like, I didn't like, because Amy makes a joke that like her bridesmaids are going to be ghosts, and then the lady acts like she's just being 100% serious, and I'm like, she's clearly kidding.
Yeah,
she's just saying she wants it to be a haunted location.
You don't have to worry about it.
I mean, but there's not going to be actual ghosts in your foot. Well, there might be some orbs and stuff, but
I don't know. I totally 1,000% could see Amy being like, I'm waiting for the orbs to come down, and then we can walk down. That.
Yeah,
she's so. But I mean, I did think the woman was pretty good. It was like, oh, like in costume, which would make sense if you're like, oh, we're doing like a white, like the bridesmaids are going to be dressed as ghosts, and you're wearing like a black dress, whatever.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, she's like, no, I want a real
like
ghost in my
wedding. The sheet ghosts, or like just like painted really pale with like white dresses that are ripped, like those. You know, there's the story of that like woman who haunts that road.
Yeah,
you know? Like that.
See, I think kind of corpse bridey, you know, very like spectral spirit, like, you know.
Yeah, and then Kelly does say that she's gonna find her some ghosts if she wants one.
She does say it will cost extra, which kind of scares me. It's like, is she gonna ghost bust that?
Yeah. So then they start talking about Waverly Hills, which is where they want to get married, and then Amy says that she's hoping her siblings will join, but her siblings are having issues with the location and the haunted part because they're religious. And then Amy just starts crying, and that honestly broke my heart. And then she walks out of the room to go calm down, and Brian doesn't follow her. He just stays,
which is a knock against Brian. Like, I know that, like, I was like, you need to be with her, but then I also felt like in this moment when the wedding planner was like, hey, I know that this is important to her, but is her family coming maybe more important than the pictures and the haunted? Which I think is a
upset,
fair.
It sounded like to me. Yeah, I thought it was too.
I thought it was kind of a jerk move and be like, it's our wedding, so it doesn't matter. I'm like, okay, so that's a very selfish thing, because what you should have said is, whatever she wants is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, because in the end, like, I have this written down, like, that upsets me a little bit, because like, I get that he's probably communicating what Amy has told him
Yeah.
But in the end, bro, it's not your decision.
No.
So
no.
You don't get to say that this is more important. This might be more important to Amy right now, but maybe you should be considering if she's crying all the time.
Yeah.
Let's find a compromise on
Yeah.
maybe let's like have a really badass photo shoot in our wedding dresses at Waverly Hills and then get married at like a slightly less haunted church or hotel.
Yeah. Or just, but then you could do a honeymoon and do like, hey, we're doing a 2-week
ghost
haunted tour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds fantastic. I did not like him getting so angry with the woman. And then when she comes back, he seemed nicer again. Like he wasn't a jerk face. And then literally the next scene is Amy talking to the cameras in a talking head moment being like, I just really want my family there. It's like, okay, so he was out of line.
Yeah. He was out of line because she definitely, I think she just wants her family to be excited for her. And for some reason, she's currently willing to die on the Waverly Hills hill.
Quite literally.
And so are they, though, because they know that they're hurting her by saying no.
Yeah.
But then again, I also understand that they're religious and they're superstitious about that. So they're very uncomfortable.
Well, yeah. And I mean, I think that the problem with this family is nothing is just said. It's all yelled and screamed. Because when we brought
told
this up,
you're stupid.
Yeah. Because instead of being like, hey, Brittany is Pentecostal, Chris is Pentecostal, or whatever they are, they're not going to be comfortable doing that. They're not going to do that. So they will not go to the wedding. But if you're having the reception at the Holiday Inn in town, absolutely. I would love to go to that. I'll go to your bachelor party, but I'm not going to a haunted house and doing a seance with you.
Because it makes me feel unsafe, basically.
Yeah. But we can't have
I get where they're coming from. Right. That's why I don't understand, like, Amy, I want to go to your wedding. I cannot go there. So how about I buy or pay for the best photographer we have, and you and Brian and the boys can go to that location and take these amazing photos.
Absolutely.
That you'll have, and then you can have your wedding here and I can come. Yeah. And if I can't come, then at least I'm paying for your photographer.
Yeah, at least I'm giving you something you want. But there's no conversations. It's just no.
No, and they don't communicate love at all.
No.
They don't.
No.
But then she comes back in, and I loved this. Did you catch it? That she says they have a lot of sibling rivalry right now.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of extra syllables in that. I was like, what? I know she's trying to say rivalry, but it was like, okay.
I love her talking. It's so cute.
She's just so confident with it sometimes. It's like, okay, well,
honestly, other than Chris and Misty, I guess. And Misty pissed me off in this episode for the first time ever. But I feel like Amy would be the one I would want to hang out with the most. Amy seems like she would be the most fun.
I would love to hang out with Chris and Brittany, but not Brittany right now currently.
Yeah, hand her a sody and then we can hang out.
I don't know when that part is coming up, but when we get to that part, like I have notes for that because girl, same.
Withdrawing is hard, so I get it. But then we're back at the golf course with Tammy and Andrea had made them like a picnic. It looked like it was watermelon, grapes, some kind of nut, and sandwiches.
Yeah, and they had one of those bags, that pickle bag. You know where you get the sliced pickle?
Yes. Yeah. Yum. And then Andrea says that she wants Tammy to move in with her. And then Tammy, instead of immediately saying yes, what?
Hold on. You got to back it up because Andrea brings this out and Tammy's disappointed she didn't propose. And then Andrea's like, well, I have a question for you. And Tammy once again is like, oh my God, I'm getting engaged. And it's like,
yeah,
I'm ready. Do you want to move in with me? And Tammy's again disappointed. I'm like, girl, you need to calm down. Every time this woman asks you something, you are going to be like, oh my God, yes. And it's like, I was going to ask if you want a McDonald's or Burger King. Would you just calm?
Okay.
She reminds me of a pick-me girl right now, and it's driving me crazy.
Okay, well, I have a story of me doing just that, literally. So,
are you talking about the Christmas?
Well, that was actually really cute. But before that, right? Yeah, so it was like right after I turned 19 years old. Kyle and I had been together 6 months, and we went on like a big date around like downtown, and then he had like a box I could feel in his jacket pocket. So like the whole night I was like, "Oh my god, there is a box in his pocket." And then so like I kept stopping places
Yeah.
that I thought were pretty, just like stopping.
Like, this would be a
And
good
then
spot.
eventually he was like, "What are you fucking doing, you idiot?" And then he handed me a necklace and I was like, "Oh, never mind." But literally looking back, I was a child. I was like
Yeah.
barely 19, which then I got engaged 2 months after that, but like I did this exact same thing. So I can't fault her, but also it's soon. But I don't know. I really can't say anything. I got
I
engaged
will
so
say
fast.
this made me like Andrea even more because Andrea
Yes.
was like, I'm asking you to move in. And then Tammy immediately was like, well,
Yeah.
do you think that we're going to get married one day? And she's like, well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't
She's like, I wouldn't ask you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the next step. But right now, let's
I
do
gotta
this
make
as
sure
step.
you're not batshit crazy.
Yeah, like it made me like Andrea more because in Andrea's head, she's like, why would we get engaged and married right now?
Yeah, let's live together. Like
Yeah.
we're both adults. We have our
Yeah.
own money. Let's just take some time and see what it's like to live together before we jump into marriage.
Yeah, I thought this
Which
was a
makes
very
sense.
mature for both of them because I love the fact
I think it was mature for Andrea, not mature for Tammy, because Tammy then immediately starts talking like they're engaged.
Yeah, but I will say the one thing about Tammy that I will say I admired is she was like, well, I need to know if this is going to be serious because if this is just, it's easier for us to hook up at your house, then the answer is no. Which
Yeah,
I will
that's
give
true.
her. I think that's a hard thing to do when you love somebody and you're in a relationship to be like, hey,
Yeah, because if the answer was
live-in
no,
booty
then the
call.
relationship would have been over.
Yeah, it's like,
So,
or I need to decide if I'm okay with being your live-in booty call. So I
Yeah.
think that was good for Tammy, but it just made me love Andrea even more that she was like, of course we're going to get married.
Like, I see a
Sorry.
future. I wouldn't do this if I didn't. But
Yeah.
then, like, literally the next scene, Tammy's acting like they're married.
Yeah, she's like,
You
I want to
know?
be your wifey. And it's like,
I'm so
ugh.
excited to be your wifey. And it's just like, brother, okay.
Yeah, no, it's very pick me. And then just drove me crazy. I was like,
yeah. And then I did like this about Andrea. So they're standing off to the side after they agreed to move in together. And Andrea says, this year is Amy's year. We're not going to do anything this year to take away from Amy.
Yeah, perfect.
And then Tammy immediately starts making fun of Amy.
Yeah, and then she's like, well, where would you want to get? Well, but that's even more because then she goes into this whole like, well, where do you want to get married? It's like, girl, we're not even engaged. Shut up.
We're not engaged. You're moving in, bro. That's it.
Yeah,
let's maybe figure out like which toothpaste we like, like calm down.
I'm trying to figure out if your poop schedule works with my poop schedule or not.
Yeah, like are you a morning shower person or a night shower person? You might be messing with my whole flow.
Yeah, it's like I'm not thinking about where we're getting married and what I'm going to wear, but yeah, Tammy took it way too far, and then I didn't like her making fun of Amy either because it was like, well, where do you?
Because she immediately starts laughing at her.
Yeah, because I think Andrea just asked her, well, where do you want to get married? Was like would you shut up? But here's because we are going to get married.
Then Tammy's like, oh, we could get married at an insane asylum, or better yet, at a zoo. So making fun of Amy's wedding venue choice, which I don't think is a bad choice. I think it's pretty cool, honestly.
It's probably
I wouldn't
really
have a problem
cool place.
Going.
Yeah.
It's probably gorgeous, to be fair.
Yeah.
And then,
even
like,
in its decay.
Zoo, which I would love to get married at the zoo.
Yeah, but they were making
fun
it's
of
all
it because
Amy got
she
bit
got
by
bitten.
a camel. Yeah.
Yeah. So
which
I didn't
make
like
Tammy
all
look
of a
like
sudden
bully.
you're insulting a person who's not here to defend themselves.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and it's sad that your girlfriend has to be the mature one to be like, we're not doing anything right now because your sister is having a wedding. Shouldn't that have been yours? Like, hey, I really do want to move in with you, but we can't do anything else because I don't want to upset or upstage my sister.
Yeah.
Who already hates me, by the way.
Who's already highly emotional and upset.
Yeah.
So, okay. And then she says that she's going to tell Darlene. Which if you listen to our other podcasts, we're not Darlene fans in this house.
No.
But
I don't think anyone's a Darlene. If you're a Darlene fan, leave a comment.
Yeah, leave a comment and why. What has she done?
Give me 3 points.
But she's going to tell Darlene that she's moving in with Andrea. But that's pretty much where we left that. And then we're over at Chris and Brittany's, and Chris is putting on a girdle because he says he's self-conscious about, because he hasn't had skin removal on his chest yet. Yeah. So he says that when he takes off walking, his titties be swinging.
Same, bro. Same.
I love the way he talks. Right? Like, if I'm not wearing a bra, my boobs go everywhere.
No, it's like, oh my God. They keep moving 3 minutes after I sit on the couch. It's like, sorry, just give it a second. They'll stop. They will stop.
Hang on, they're coming in. Hang on.
Yeah.
Give them a second.
Give me a minute. It's fine.
But in the kitchen, Brittany has started like a pie making side hustle, which is interesting considering she's trying to lose weight. But in the flashbacks, she has lost a lot of weight.
See, and when I first saw her, I didn't think she had. I was like, okay, Brittany looks exactly the same. But then in the flashback, I was like, oh no, we have definitely been working on this.
Her face was much smaller.
Yeah. I don't know how making really pies is a good thing to do, though. But the soda montage was my favorite part and makes me love Brittany
even more. That is like hanging out with you if you're not drinking.
Yeah, if I'm out.
Oh my God. Yeah, he basically says that he's been in danger for the last like several months while Brittany's been on and off of soda withdrawals.
Yeah, because she drinks 6 a day, and her doctor said you need to give them up.
Like when I'm drinking, I can drink more than that.
Yeah, I can totally go through a 6-pack a day. Like, it's fine. People drink beer like that. I can drink Dr. Pepper like that.
True.
So,
yeah.
But I did love
the clip where I like the clip in the car where he's like, I'm getting a unsweetened tea. What do you want? She's like, what do you think I want?
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh my God. I'm gonna die.
And I've never heard Brittany say anything slightly attitudey, but you take away her caffeine, girl got attitude for days.
It makes me love her so much.
Yeah,
like, I already liked Brittany, but like I loved this clip.
I love that part. And then when he's bragging about her on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, he's recording, it's like, I got my unsweet tea and look at my wife being so good, drinking her water and lemon. And you can see her face like
the bombastic side eye.
She was so angry. It was like, I want a Dr. Pepper or whatever.
She's like, I'm going to knock that phone out of your fucking hand. Put it away.
She was not happy with him at all. And you could see.
And then Brittany says, because he says he's scared of her, and she says, you're still alive. And he's like, barely. Yeah. Barely.
Which was also great. She's like, I haven't killed you yet. And it's like, oh.
I haven't killed you, and I've wanted to.
I've wanted to. Every day I wake up and I'm like, gonna go get my water.
She must be falling on and off the wagon, because I mean, like we've talked about in the previous episodes, like I've gone off soda before, and it is, the older I get, it's a rough week going off, but it only takes a week or two to fix it where you feel fine again and water tastes really, really good again.
I'm assuming she's doing, this makes me just want to drink.
Don't you have one in front of you?
I have 2, but I was trying to not.
She's double fisting.
But I can't get to my other one because my daughter's on my arm. But
yeah, she blends in. I can't see her.
Yeah, she's here.
Yeah. I can see her when she yawns, and that's it.
Yeah, that's about it when she moves. But no, I love that I feel like what she's doing is probably what I would try to do, is like, well, I used to drink 6, so now I'm down to 4 or 3 or 2.
Maybe that is what she's doing, is stepping.
Yeah.
But yeah. But Misty's coming by to try one of Brittany's pies. And okay, I will say there is not a blank spot in that kitchen. And it looks like Pioneer Woman just vomited all over it.
Yeah, it looks like they're representing every Pioneer Woman trope.
Like anything that comes out at Walmart, Brittany owns.
Yeah. I did.
Which honestly, like, if that's what you like, awesome.
Yeah. It was too really much cute for me. Stuff. Yeah, it was a lot. The pie did look really good, though. It looked like some kind of pecan.
Yeah, it looked like a pecan pie. It looked really yummy.
This is another reason. I could not be on a diet and be like, oh, but I have a cookie business. That just wouldn't work.
Yeah, no. I don't know how you, like, that's impressive, that willpower. If you can just, like, make delicious things every day.
Yeah.
And not eat all of it? That's crazy.
Yeah, but I did love that Misty. So instead she calls her sister-in-law to come and try them. Like, I'm not gonna let my husband eat them
she's
because
like,
he needs
I'm
to lose
gonna
weight.
watch you eat it.
Yeah,
But
very
then,
feeder-esque.
Misty says that Brittany's horrible on her diet, or on, Misty
Yeah.
staying on her own diet. But,
Yeah.
their grandma taught them that it's not polite to go to someone's house and not eat what they offer you, which I feel like is a very normal old school way of thinking,
Yes, like very, 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 very old school of, oh, well, they made you that, so you're going to eat it. Also, I think I'm going to use that now when I go out to eat at like Cracker Barrel.
What do you mean?
Well, Cracker Barrel made my chicken tenders. I have to eat them.
You're right. You're like, you know what? They're back there. I know they are.
Yeah, it's grandma.
But they have a birthday party that's being planned for Misty at their dad's house. Yes. And then basically we get this little, is this when we get the story that they adopted this man?
Yeah, basically Misty started working for him when she was 13.
Mm-hmm. And never
then
left.
Chris and Amanda came.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually Tammy
and then the girls came. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just,
and they all call him dad.
Yeah. Which we haven't met, but once we get to that part, oh my God.
Yeah. And I love the part that Chris just says, like, dad didn't know Tammy and Amy are fighting, so both got invited.
Yeah.
So that's the drama.
How would that have worked anyway? Because I feel like you and I have fought. We would never have a birthday party for dad and be like, oh, we're just going to invite Audie because Audie and Summer are fighting and Summer just can't come. That is just not a thing.
Yeah. Like we've said that the last time we had a big fight, we got locked in a room together with our parents until we were fine. And we were both adults.
Yeah.
I think I was like 18 or 19. So that would make you, what, 27?
Yeah.
Right?
We were adults.
Yeah. And we've never had a fight like that since.
No.
When we fight, we don't fight. If we both kind of get vibes occasionally, and then we'll take like a few days off talking to each other.
Yeah.
And then be fine.
Yeah, because normally
nothing happened. It's just
I just need time to, because normally when I'm upset, it's because I took something. You know what I mean?
Same. That's what. Yeah, I have to always tell myself, because I can be kind of sensitive that like whoever, usually because I only talk to 5 people. So, and they're you, Kyle, Jacob, mom, dad. None of y'all would say something to purposefully hurt my feelings. So it's just me being sensitive or taking something wrong.
Yeah, same.
So
yeah, I just have to have a moment to be like, she didn't mean that. Audie's a good person. I'm sensitive, Aubrey. Like it's just
yeah, exactly. It's just that that's our favorite thing to quote. I'm sensitive, Aubrey. But yeah. So
I don't know why you would just invite one sister. That seems really weird anyway.
I don't know though, because like going back to Sister Wives, Gwendolyn, Christine's daughter, refuses to be around her son Peyton. So Christine has to have different events for each kid to go to.
Yeah, see, that's so weird to me. That's just
just
lock them in a room.
Yeah, well, apparently, according to Gwendolyn, Peyton like slapped her when they were teenagers, and she's never gotten over it.
I mean, that's okay. We'll eventually watch all this.
I hope it's more than that. I hope it's more than that. But like, if I was mad at you guys for hitting me, then I would be mad at Jacob because at the beach, I'm sure he hit me. You know, like
we do hit each other. Yeah.
We do sometimes, but not like not violently, playfully. So anyway,
I think I punched you in the boob when we went to the zoo.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Yeah,
I punch you in the butt a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so but then, I just think it's weird that we even had the option to invite one of our sisters to your party.
Yeah, I don't. Which one would Dad have chosen? Yeah. You know?
And wouldn't that cause more drama to be like, oh, well, Misty's having a birthday party, but I didn't get invited.
So only you're invited and the other one's not. No, I
feel like that would cause
that's not something a parent would do, I don't think. But anyway, but Chris says that their siblings text thread is just the girls cussing at each other. And then this kind of upsets me because Chris and Misty think that Amy is upset that Tammy is smaller than her. And that's why Amy wants a big wedding. And I don't like that. Why can't Amy just want to be celebrated? And why is it always about weight?
No,
Always.
that was my main issue with this whole episode. Because when we
Yes.
get to Dad's house, we'll have to talk about that, because that also came up and bothered me. But because are we bringing up weight because the name of the show is 1,000-Pound Sister, so weight needs to be the center? But I think Amy probably is a little jealous of the fact that Tammy is now not only smaller, but almost the smallest sister in the group. But Amy's allowed to have a wedding and celebrate herself.
Amy's allowed to have a wedding. Also, Amy in season 1 says that her only goal was to have babies. She has her boys. She's also just gotten off of a very stressful year.
Yeah,
of course she gained weight. Also, now that she's on probation, I don't think she's allowed to smoke weed anymore.
Probably
so she's
not.
probably eating a lot to try and calm her emotions. There's a lot going on with her. And I don't think Amy is thinking about Tammy as much as they think she is.
No, I think she's got other things in her mind. But I think the problem is just that Tammy and Amy were put together for so long that no one can separate them now in their mind and realize that they can have completely separate lives. You and I do not live in the same town. Like we have separate lives, but we're still sisters. It's not like, oh no, like Audie and Summer haven't seen each other in like 3 months. It's like, no, but I talk to her every freaking day.
Yeah, I talk to her all the time. And now we have a podcast together. So not only do I talk to this bitch, but I have to listen to her voice constantly.
Yeah, no, it is funny
while I'm editing.
When I listen to the podcast, because I listen to it, and I'll be like, and then I'll call you, because I also listen to your Chain Link Theater that you have with Kyle, which is Kyle.
Great. Yeah.
And it's great. So now I listen to her twice, and then now I just call her when I disagree with something she says.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but I've literally been listening to you. Yeah. I've been listening to you for 2 hours, but this is wrong.
The same thing will happen because like I'll be listening to the podcast, like making my notes, like of anything that needs to be edited. And then Summer will call me and I'll be like, what do you want? I've been talking to you all day.
Yeah. It's like,
all I've done is listen to you.
Yeah. It's like, I know that you haven't responded, but trust, I have been listening.
I'm listening to you. But I just don't think that Amy cares as much that Tammy is smaller than they seem to think that she does. I don't think she's jealous. I think she's happy that her sister's not at death's door.
I do too. And but I also think that I don't know if this is jumping ahead or not, but I think that Tammy is used to Amy being at her beck and call when she was bigger, when she needed the skin reduction. Like Amy has always been Tammy's like, oh, well, the first season 1, she was washing her, feeding her, getting her groceries. And now Amy has moved on, has her boys, does her own thing. And Tammy's like, well, because at one point Tammy says, well, I just miss my old sister. It's like, you're not getting her back because you have, like, you're independent. What independence means is I don't have to be there to wipe your butt anymore.
Right. It seems like Tammy preferred Amy in a submissive position. And I think that Amy has the confidence now to not be treated like that anymore.
Yes.
And that threatens the status quo.
This is going to sound terrible. I don't mean it this way. You're abysmal. But how old is Amy in this episode?
Okay, so I just turned 37 and Amy is 1 year older than me, so she's got to be like 38-ish.
Okay. I feel like that's about right for some kind of midlife crisis-y kind of moment.
That would make sense because you walk it back a couple years. That's about 35, 34-ish is when she was divorcing Michael.
Yeah.
So, I feel like it makes sense. Now, Din is just walking around hitting Summer in the face. Anyway, but like Chris is dropping Tammy off at a volunteer job interview, which I don't know why we're acting like this is such a big deal. It's for an unpaid volunteership.
Literally, she's showing up to scoop cat boxes. These people are like, sure, do that.
Yeah, and it's called Vanderburg Humane Society, which I looked it up and it looks like it's in Indiana, but they're like really high up in Kentucky. So I think it's like an hour from Dixon. Again, I don't think they live in Dixon anymore, but that's where it is.
Okay.
So, and this is one thing that I hate is that Tammy walks in with a camera crew, and then the receptionist is like, "How can I help you?" And so like, "I'm the lady with the camera, okay?
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
why I'm here.
To be
Why
like,
are we
oh,
doing this? Like, I'm not
you're the
stupid."
yeah, because they're clearly doing this so they can get some publicity.
Yeah, which I mean, fair.
I
They
mean,
to get funding for the animals, great.
yeah.
Fantastic.
No, let's get that
But
little baby who looks like Gozer James adopted.
oh my gosh, he was so cute. What was his name? Like Mr. Wilson or something like that?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was so cute and friendly. Um, but then so she goes in for the cat room for an interview, which oh my god, I would love to be in there.
Yeah, all
A
day.
cat room? Hell yeah.
I mean, I do that in my living room, but yeah, all day.
I don't anymore. But yeah, that would be great. But then the first question is, tell me about your work experiences you've had in the past. And Tammy's like, none.
Yeah.
Nope. She basically is like, I used to be like super morbidly obese, like 700 pounds, and now I'm not. So now I can do stuff. And
Yeah,
Lay's like, oh my God.
She seemed to like treat this like therapy. I don't know why she didn't say, well, I'm really motivated. Like I was obese and now I've lost a lot of weight. You know, I
Yeah.
enjoy animals. Like she could have made
Yeah, 'cause
this
she
more like
does.
an interview,
Yeah.
but it was very well.
Well, I used to be fat because my grandma fed me and died.
Yeah.
So
and now I'm not fat, so hire me.
give me this volunteership, please, and pay me no money.
Yeah, no money. I'll scoop cat boxes.
And then the lady asks a valid question like, you will be bending over all day. Can you do that? And then Tammy says she can. So, and this is another moment because Tammy gets back in the car with Chris to go back home. And Chris is all like, are you going to be able to adjust to a 5-day work week? And Tammy's like, probably not. I'll probably do it for a while and then quit.
Yeah. These people's problems are just not realistic because even Chris says, he's like, this is ridiculous. You've never worked.
Yeah, he looked really annoyed. He was like, he said the position would be great for Tammy because bitch has never worked a real job in her whole life.
Yeah. And this isn't even a job. This is like, I go in, I scoop cat boxes, I clean up some piddle if somebody had an accident, and I pet babies and help them get adopted. Like I would pay to do that job
all day. Heck yeah. Me too. That would be great. You do pay to do that job. You support them. But and then he does like a little bit of a big brother thing where he's like, it would be good for you to get this because it could help your work ethic.
Yeah.
And then this is the moment that I think Tammy pissed me off the most in the episode. Because Tammy's randomly like, oh my gosh, I just had a hilarious thought. And she's like, if Amy had gone for this job, if she had gone for a job interview and farted, the only job she would land would be a garbage man.
Yeah.
Good one.
And to Chris's credit, he did not laugh and just looked ticked off.
Because it's not funny. Yeah. What are you if she went for a job interview, if she farted, and if that job interview was for a garbage company?
Yeah.
There's too many what ifs.
But I feel like this is just proving that Tammy has been a bully, and we've said it since season 1. Tammy is a bully, and she's selfish, and she's not a good person. I'm not trying to be rude, but she just doesn't seem like she is that kind of person. And now Amy is back to being her punching bag like Amy was in season 1 and 2.
And Amy will not put up with it anymore. She's not going to. Because I think that Amy gives me vibes like Amy, if it weren't for the show, would not talk to them again. I don't think. I think she would feel safer cutting them off and moving on.
Yeah.
But, man, this part really did piss me off because Amy's not even there. Amy didn't have a job interview. Oh, my gosh, she's so cute.
She's adorable.
But, like,
sorry, I had to share.
Why are you insulting her for no reason? And I do love that Chris did not laugh. And all he says is he asked them, have you guys stopped bickering and fighting?
Yeah. Also,
and she says no.
I didn't bring it up earlier, but the fact that they bicker and argue on a group chat with their siblings, annoying. Like if you and Jacob were fighting, I would eventually be like, guys, private room. I don't need to hear this.
How do I take myself off of this? I don't care.
It's like, this is a group chat.
Or like, you know what? I hate both of you. Yeah. Leave me alone.
Both of you have now woke me up 3 times tonight to tell each other to F off. Both of you can F off, and I'm done. they have this thing
Yeah,
where y'all can
no.
talk to each other privately. But the fact that they are bothering their 3 other siblings with their drama is like,
Yeah.
y'all are both selfish a-holes.
Yeah, go and talk to yourselves about it or just ignore each other. Who
Yeah.
cares? But
Yeah.
yeah, no. And then Tammy says that at Misty's party, she'll be fine as long as Amy keeps her mouth shut.
Oh my God.
So beautiful. And then Tammy says that she needs to get her hormones checked because she blacks out when she's angry and she can feel the old Tammy coming back. Yeah, bitch, we can see it.
Yeah.
You're being so rude.
I love the fact that she's blaming it on hormones now. It's like, this is who you were. Like, I've never watched this whole season, but season 1 and 2, this is just you. Fat or not, this is you.
It's less angry, but you can see the cruelty coming through. The toxicity aimed at Amy.
Yeah.
Not a fan. Anyway, love this show, by the way.
No, I love it. I would love to meet them, but I feel like she's a bully, and I feel like if she's not careful,
want to meet them.
She would bully. I just forgot her name.
Amanda.
Audrey.
Oh, no. Andrea.
Sorry, blacked out. But I got so angry.
Oh God, is he?
But no, I'm just like, why would anybody want to live with you? And then I just love the whole, it's hormones. Yeah. It's like,
but it's not all okay. And she does say that the doctor said her hormones will be out of whack. I do think her hormones probably are out of whack, but I think that the person you always have been is coming forth.
Yeah, so, I think now that you're healthy, you've had all your skin removed. Now you have nothing holding you back but yourself. This is you. And you are still terrible.
Yeah, and you're being rude. But anyway, so then Brian is officially moving in with Amy while they get Brian's house wedding. Oh gosh, and to be fair, Amy's house looks a lot better.
Yeah, no, I will. This is hilarious because I was just like, oh my God, that's all. This is as far as we've gotten. We have talked so much.
I know. We're almost there. Like, there's not a ton left, but yeah.
This podcast is now longer than the show.
I know. We're going to talk about a 42-minute show for an hour and a half. But anyway.
Yeah. I will say, Brian got a point again, like if I'm keeping score, because she did say, she's like, the house is a lot cleaner. And the house did look so much better.
It did.
Which means that
it
he's
looked
got
a lot nicer. It looked a lot homier and less. I think that she has depression potentially and anxiety. And also I think that she gets very overwhelmed by the boys because they are 2 little boys and they're just tornadoes. Yeah. And I think she gets overwhelmed by that.
The boys weren't at the house again. Like, I'm not trying to just...
No.
But I did notice
but they were also going back and forth to Brian's house. So maybe they were... Because they had just brought boxes from Brian's house to this house.
It would be interesting.
Boys were somewhere else.
I need to go back and watch it because when they were showing the before and after pictures, I didn't notice the boys stuff, but now I want to go back and notice, like, is the kids stuff there? I'm just being nosy.
Yeah, I don't think that I saw the boys a lot in her Christmas videos on YouTube. So I don't think she doesn't have them. Okay. I just think that they were somewhere else. But Amy tells Brian that he needs to call Waverly Hills, but he has to do it away from her because she's going to get upset if they can't get married there. And then this is another thing that I'm like kind of hinky weird about is Brian says, I know that since the beginning, my main thing was getting married at Waverly Hills.
Yeah.
So whose dream is this?
Yeah.
Is this Brian pushing this and Amy's just taking up the sword for him? Or does Amy genuinely want this? I don't know. They could both want it. It could be a completely mutual decision. But I guess I don't like that he's like, this is my main thing. And now you're having problems with your siblings.
Yeah. No, I think 100%. I think this is Brian.
I think it is Brian too. I think that worries me. Like, I really want to give him a chance. I really do. But it's really hard to root for you when she's losing everyone else to be with you.
Yeah.
That's my concern.
And I mean, there was a lot of, Brian has red flags. This is kind of like Jerry. I just see red flags. I'm like, red flag, red flag, red flag. But if it's his dream, well, and then that's another thing. If it's his dream to do it, then why not be like, okay, well, then see if they have a Halloween reservation next year.
Yes, because this is the other thing. This is the same thing that happened to me and Kyle when we were getting married. I had a dream location and I had a date. And the dream location was not available on my date. And my date was more important than my location. So I immediately went, okay, well, then I'm not getting married here because the date that I get married matters more to me than where I get married.
Interesting. So I'll have to talk to you later about where your dream location is.
You know that place downtown?
No.
Yeah, you do, the abandoned place downtown.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's where I wanted to get married. Yes, that's where I wanted to get married. And they could only do it on like the 30th, not the 29th. Okay. And I went, well, we're going to get married on the 29th because that's the first time Kyle told me he loved me, blah, 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 sappy. But that's the day we were going to get married.
Yeah.
So anyway, so this is your choice. Do you care more about the location or the date? So, and she clearly cares more about the date than the location, which is fine because that's how I was too. But then you can't be this emotional about it. But
it's the same date. You just get married Halloween the next year.
Right. But for some reason, these women have to get married immediately.
I don't understand that. Like, I don't, because I feel like, neither. I mean, I don't know. I've been married for so long. You've been married for so long that maybe that's part of it. I'm not that crazy lovesick anymore. That I'm like, oh my God, we got to get married quick. But it's like, just wait a year.
Living together,
what does it change?
What's the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who cares?
Also, on a random side note, I have the exact same shoe rack that Brian has for his shoes.
Oh, do you really? Is it nice? How many shoes does that fit? Because it looked like a lot.
A lot. I got it at Walmart. It's great. My hauls are really small though, so when you walk by, you can knock them off. But it holds a ton of shoes. Just saying.
It looked like it holds a lot of shoes.
And it's stable.
Why don't you put it on the inside of a door?
You probably could. It sticks out like the length of a shoe.
Yeah.
But it probably wouldn't work for Kyle.
Oh, yeah, because Kyle wears like 14s or 15s. I don't know.
But you could probably put them sideways. But like it holds all of our shoes. It's great.
Oh my God.
So I'm just saying, I thought that was cool. I was like, oh my God, I have that. I have that exact one.
He had a good shoe game. He had a lot of shoes. I don't know anything about shoes, so I just saw like a bunch of shoes. Cool.
Yeah. It's a random side tangent, but I was like, hey, Brian, I got the same shoe rack. It's from Walmart, y'all, just FYI.
But Brian does come back in from the phone call and he says, good news, Waverly Hills does do weddings. Bad news, they're not available on Halloween.
Yeah.
And so then she starts crying and she's like, well, now my siblings are going to be happy because they don't want me to have a shred of happiness, and then she says something about how they're going to celebrate my disappointment, which it really is sad.
Yeah. And kind of foreshadowy.
Why can't someone just pretend? I don't understand. Like, am I just like a completely fake person? Because even if I'm like, I don't know, like,
well, no, because let's be honest.
I would pretend.
When Carl got ordained, that's not your bag. Yeah. That's not something.
Not my bag. But I was very happy for Carl because he was happy.
Yeah,
that's
and
what
he wanted. Yeah, he worked very hard.
Really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a huge deal for him, and I'm not ever going to be like, oh, I don't think that's. Ugh.
Yeah.
No.
So I don't understand why we can't just be like, hey, that sucks that you can't get married where you want. So what's round 2, or are we moving the dates? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Because
exactly, I don't understand why anyone can't just feign disappointment with her.
Yeah. I mean, and it's sad to say that she's like, my family's, because she kind of forecasts the future, but because they do not care. But also, I don't know why this is another point Brian lost for me, because he didn't respond in a way that I feel like he'd be like, hey, well, let's try another day. It doesn't have to be Halloween. Ghosts are just as active on November 4th.
Right. Why wasn't he like All Hallows Eve is like the 30th or the 1st. So like
Yeah.
we can do it on that day. Or I asked them and they're available on Halloween, like October 31st or whatever, 2027.
Yeah.
We can get married there. Or we can get married at 6 a.m. on Halloween.
Yeah.
Like I have figured this out instead of just being like, well, now you decide what you want to do about this.
Or Dia de los Muertos. Isn't that like when is that? Like Day of the Dead? Like,
yeah, I don't know when that is.
Mardi
but yeah,
Gras.
do something like that.
I mean, I don't know, but there should be a lot of other days you can celebrate
that are spoopy. Yeah.
Yeah. Like was there
pick like the day that like Jeffrey Dahmer got murdered in prison or whatever. Like just pick something like that.
Was there a fire at this insane asylum? Pick that day. That sounds like that would really make the ghost mad.
Go for it. Yeah, just figure something like that out and then don't tell anyone.
I feel like his well, the good news is they do have weddings, which I feel like is like him inviting, so we can do it there. It's just not going to be this day. So let's think of a different day.
Is he wanting the place more? It seems to me like he wants the place more than the date, and she wants the date more than the place.
Yeah, I think there's a lack of communication, but also neither one of them is willing to budge. It seems like either, which I also don't like.
To be fair, though, I felt like he was willing to budge because he was basically just like, well, we can't get married there because you want October 31st.
Yeah.
So I don't know, though. But then we go to our last scene, really. This is like the whole premise is we're setting up for Misty's party. Chris and Brittany are blowing up balloons and their dad put out table and chairs for everyone. And then the way he talks about these kids is just so sweet.
Oh my God.
He loves about how amazing these kids are.
Yeah. He's like, I love these kids. They're great kids. They're amazing. They just needed a place. And I'm just so blessed. And it was like, bro, these kids are terrible.
They are terrible, but they love him and he loves them. And I think that is so sweet. And I feel sorry. Well, maybe his wife also loves them now, but I'm just like, how long have you guys been married? Like, did you meet him and then these kids were already there, or were you guys married before because they don't call her mom.
No.
But
I did. Interesting. It's so refreshing to finally see someone from their past who does love them.
Yes, it was because he literally was all smiles.
Yeah, he was so happy. And then like Chris is like, well, Dad covered up his tools with tarps that way. It looks
so cute.
I mean, because you know that their daddy worked really hard to get this party ready, and he was beaming. Like when he saw Tammy, and he was like, you know, she was always a little firecracker, but
her picture when she was a little kid was so cute.
Yeah, and you know that
she was like 3 or 4.
Because I've never seen
these have to because we've never seen these. So, and she had an Easter basket, didn't she?
Yeah.
So I wonder if he did stuff like at the farm, like those sorts of events.
It seems like he was involved because he was very happy to see her. It sounds like he's loved her from the get-go. He's like, I didn't think she'd ever be this small. I didn't think she'd live this long. I'm just so happy for her. I was like, this is a good man. These kids lucked out.
Yeah.
Especially when you consider their mother.
Darlene. I hate Darlene. Anyway. So Amanda says, because she shows up and she says that her energy levels have been going up and down and her heart rate's been beating rapidly. So she's like had high anxiety right now and she's just trying to ignore the Tammy and Amy drama. I read somewhere online that she has POTS, but I don't know if that's real or not, or if that was just the Google result because I only saw it in one place.
Okay, I'm going to pull an Amy real quick and be like, what is POTS? I got POTS in my kitchen.
It's like the thing where your heart rate increases when you're not supposed to be doing something. Like when you stand up or sit down, I think, or your heart rate just skyrockets and you can pass out and things like that.
Okay.
I don't have POTS. I think that's what it is. But you don't have POTS I hope she's feeling better and I hope shut up. I hope she's feeling better and I hope that they figured this out, but I haven't heard anything. Yeah. I also didn't do great research, so.
I will say she looked good though, at least like
she did. She looked beautiful.
Like
and then Misty's wearing a really cute little red dress, which was cute
and shows up with one of the boys. It looks like.
She brought one of her boys. Yeah, it was cute. And then Amy shows up, and she looked so cute.
Yeah,
she's wearing like what do you call that? It's like it was lighter pink here or lighter purple here and goes down to dark purple at the bottom.
Is that an ombre?
Like an ombre? Yeah, an ombre dress. And then like this like kind of distressed denim jacket. Yeah. Adorable.
Yeah, and the distress, because I looked harder at it because when she got up to walk out, spoilers, it's got like a mesh underneath the distressing that looks like it's got sparkles. Because the back is almost complete. I was like, girl, that is super nice.
Really cute outfit.
Yeah.
Loved it. So she shows up and no one really greets her, which all right. And then I did like this because she says, Misty is so old, her cooter is spitting coffee grounds.
Girl, I would hit you for that.
For spitting facts?
I don't drink coffee. It wouldn't be coffee grounds. It would be like
I just loved it.
Sugar.
The imagery is horrifying.
Yeah.
You'd like, I guess it'd be like you're like just spitting rock sugar. I don't know.
I guess.
Yeah. But so anyway, so they're all eating. Amy says she hasn't forgiven Amanda for the fart thing in Pittsburgh, and she's still not talking to Amy. And then Misty says that Dad's territory is just known neutral. Like no one causes a stink at Dad's house.
Which makes sense if this is their adopted dad, you don't want to.
Yeah.
You got to enjoy it while you can.
Yeah. And then their cousin asks how much weight Tammy's lost. And this is one thing I thought was stupid, is he was labeled as Tammy's cousin. And I'm like, isn't he all of their cousin?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Why just Tammy at this moment? But whatever. But and then Amanda, like it's Amanda, Misty, and Tammy sitting together like in a little circle kind of a thing. And Amy's over on the other side of the room by Brian. Yeah. And then Amanda starts asking like, Misty, how much do you weigh? Tammy, how much do you weigh? And then says how much she weighs. And they're all within 40 pounds of each other. And she's like, so we're all doing really good. And then Tammy starts making a big deal. Like, did you notice that she didn't ask Amy? Because Amy is the biggest one of all of us. And I'm like, Amy was across the fucking room and not in the conversation. So how much weirder would it have been for Amanda to be like, Amy, how much do you weigh?
Yeah. And I feel like I've said this. Okay. I said this when she got pregnant the first time in season 2. But I feel like Amy reminds me of a confident queen. I don't think she needs to be Tammy. You know, that whole scene that we always make fun of, like, I wear a large. I don't think Amy has any desire to go to judge her confidence by the number of her clothes. And you're right.
I don't think she does. I think that they want her to. They are the ones putting this stigma on her.
Yeah. She wanted that, boys.
Like, you should be embarrassed that you're the biggest one now. Yeah. And she's just like, why can't I just be Amy?
Yeah.
Who cares? Yeah, I just want to be happy, and I want you guys to get to know Brian and hang out with my boys and love me for who I am. But instead, no, I'm the fat sister now. Yeah. Fantastic.
Well, and it's a weird conversation because I cannot ever see a point that would go well in any situation for me to sit in a group of women, whether they be cousins, coworkers, siblings.
And ask how much everyone weighs?
Yeah, I would be like, I'm leaving. Because if you think
and then purposefully exclude one of the ones who's not on a diet currently.
Yeah. It's like, no.
Or going through a really stressful year being like, well, she got fat. Who does that?
That'd be anyway, like just looking around the room like, who's the fat one, huh? You want to.
No one does that. That's insane. But that part pissed me off. And I do not think Amanda meant any offense, but it was blown out of proportion. Because Amanda didn't say anything. She was sitting with 2 of her sisters who are on a weight loss journey with her. The other sister is across the room and has been going through a lot of shit.
And didn't they mention Brittany's weight too? Like, wasn't Brittany in that too?
Because Tammy says, like, she's even fatter than Brittany. And it's just like, thanks, bitch. Go away. But then the siblings.
It's so weird.
Yeah. I didn't like unnatural. This at all. This is why I think Amy is the way that she is and why she's so sensitive and why it's an uphill battle for them to have a connection. Because this is the kind of shit that she gets thrown into.
Yep.
Which I would be upset too.
Yeah. Because what if I didn't even know? Because she's clearly across the room with Brian sitting having cake. Hello.
Yeah.
And she's back.
They're judging her food, or at least Tammy is judging her food choices, judging her weight gain. And I was sitting there going like, oh my God, she looks so pretty.
Yeah. And honestly,
she looked pretty.
Super put together. She seems confident.
Yes.
She seems
I'm
happy.
so glad she's finally buying clothes for her.
I am too. And I feel like, but also not to play devil's advocate too much, but Amy also put herself in a different table away from everybody, which kind of
Everyone
means
did, though. It was kind of weird. I think there were too many tables for how little. Maybe more people showed up who didn't want to be filmed. I
Yeah.
don't know. But like there was a lot of tables for like 15 people.
No, I'm thinking Dad must have like a giant shop and was like, well, I'll just, instead of being like, okay, we're going to put the party in this one area, he was like, we got to have a lot of space.
Well, I mean, like we're the kind of family that like we will pull chairs up to a small table and all squeeze in together.
Yeah,
we would not sit separate.
No, we sat on an ottoman.
We did that at the last funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just what we do. But I didn't like this. And then
this reminded me, do we think they're just doing these weight things because it's 1,000-pound sisters?
Maybe, but like I just can't imagine if you were gaining weight, but I knew how much shit you'd gone through the year, why would I mention it to anyone?
Yeah.
And why would I put your self-worth had nothing to do with the scale.
No.
So it's no one's business, and maybe let's just love our sister and understand that she's stressed, clearly.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like she's rolling up in a wheelchair and a nightgown. Like, it's like, oh my God, what happened to Amy?
Yeah, and she's not anywhere near her previous weight. She's probably about the weight. I'm guessing she's like what? Well, because people on TV look larger than they are. So I'm guessing she's like maybe 240, 250.
I was going to say 250, 260. Yeah. So
she's not massive. She's a normal American woman.
And Amy has
Midwestern
been happy
woman.
At this size for seasons.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get it. And then the siblings all lay into Amy because she accidentally asks what species the dog was rather than what breed the dog was.
Which is kind of, you would get roasted
which
too
is
for
silly, but like, I mean, we would give each other shit for that, but like,
yeah,
we would back off if someone was clearly actually upset though.
My issue with this is she clearly asked what species is it, and Misty's like, it's a dog.
Yeah,
which could have been just annoyance because we don't know what was happening. Were they all at one table enjoying family time, but then Amy and Brian are over by themselves? It's like, why are you even talking to us? Like, we're over here with the family. You clearly don't want to be part of this family. Like, and then the first thing you say is a dumb thing.
Yeah. I mean, like, I would laugh at you.
For sure you would.
I'm not currently mad at you, though. You know what I mean?
But I don't think Misty was mad at her. I think Misty was just like, you're an idiot. That's a dog. Just like when she farted in front of Amanda. It's like, that was terrible. Did you poop yourself?
You're right. But then, like, Amy does say something that kind of like, she says that her family are the first people to tell her that she's stupid when they should be the first people to be building her up. And I do agree with that.
No, I agree. I think this is...
They never build her up.
No, I think if this was a joke, because like, I would make fun of you if you asked, what species is Jody? I'd be like, she's a cat.
She's a cat.
She's clearly not
just
a
regular old cat.
Yeah, like I would make fun of you because I'd be like, you're such an idiot. But I love you, and if you called me and said, hey, I feel stupid, I would be the first to be like, no, you're not stupid. You're so smart. What are you talking about? You're
right.
So maybe that's the problem, is because we don't build each other up, that now she's taking jokes personally, which we haven't done season 7. I've seen bits and pieces of season 7, so maybe that's what's happening. It's just, I'm tired of not feeling loved.
Yeah, I think that might be it, where she just constantly feels like she's under attack.
Yeah.
So, but then this is the part where Misty pissed me off. So Misty is like, oh, Tammy, I heard you're engaged, which she fucking isn't. Mm-mm. So that's number one. And then they start like teasing her about a bachelorette party and saying like, oh, we're going to support you. We're going to send you off properly. Just let us know when your bachelorette party is. While Amy is actually engaged, actually getting married, but we're not talking to Amy about any of her plans? Why?
No, this was a very weird.
It seemed
scene.
targeted.
Yes, because it seemed
It
very
seems
much
like they were
we were
purposely
excited.
doing that to hurt Amy.
Yeah, I agree, because I thought this was bullying at its finest. Because I was like, she's not engaged. I guarantee if Andrea was at this party, she'd be like, we're not. Bachelorette party is a year to 2 years away.
I feel like Andrea's like, holy shit, are we engaged? I don't think we are.
Well,
but
and
like,
I hated Tammy's like, well, you know how mom is. She over exaggerates. I'm like, no, I guarantee you told your mom that you were engaged.
You said something.
Yeah.
Yes.
You said this
told
is the
your
first
mom you're
step
engaged.
To us getting engaged.
She wants to get married is probably what she told Darlene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did not
this
like
part made me mad.
The whole, we're going to do a bachelorette party. I want a party bus. Because Amanda immediately jumped in with it too. And everyone was just on board with Tammy getting married. And it's like, why are we talking about somebody else's hypothetical hose when our sisters actually got a wedding? Like an actual 6 months.
In 6 months. No one's asking Amy what her plans are. No one's like pumping Amy up. No one's doing any of that stuff, but you're talking to your sister who's not like they're keying about an imaginary event and how much fun that's going to be while they're giving Amy shit about her wedding.
Yeah.
I would be pissed too.
I figured out where I keep hearing your voice echoey from.
Where?
I think it's coming from my mouth because it's in my earbuds. So it's like coming through and then echoing because when I cover this ear, I can't hear it.
Okay, well, let me write down this timestamp, you fucking
No, this
weirdo.
is part of it. This is podcasting finest.
Oh my gosh, Summer's acting weird. Okay. We've been almost 2 hours, but like that part made me mad. And then Brian mentions that Waverly Hills is out of the question. And then Chris says, no offense, I wouldn't have gone. And then Misty laughs, which I thought was also rude. And then clearly Amy gets up to leave, which I think is valid. Yeah. You're being rude. And then as she's leaving, Misty's like, party foul. And I'm just like, why are you being a mean girl right now?
Is it because it's her party?
I don't know, but you guys are bullying her and purposefully excluding her.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I would hope, and I mean, clearly we have to wait a week, which sucks, but I'm hoping that season 8, episode 2 is their dad being like, you need to go get your sister.
I hope so. I hope that they just work it out, but also this is good for TV.
It's so good for TV.
And then they go outside, and this is another part where Brian loses points because Amy says, I told you not to mention Waverly Hills.
Yeah.
Why did you bring it up? And then he's like, it's not a big deal. And she's like, no, I want to leave. And then she says, I've made peace with the fact that I don't get to get married at Waverly Hills, but my siblings are making my wedding a joke.
Yeah.
Which they are.
Yeah, I have a lot to unpack in this because I think I'm not giving Brian points, but I can understand Brian mentioning their wedding as like okay, so y'all are talking about a hypothetical wedding. We have an actual wedding.
We're getting married?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we met with a wedding coordinator. We can't get married here.
Maybe that is what he was doing, is trying to like break the ice to be like, Amy would love to talk about the wedding. Yeah. Why don't you guys give her love and support about our wedding? So let me just mention that we don't have a venue and we're not going to get married in the place that was making you guys so mad. So maybe this will quell it. Yeah,
which is honestly, if that's the case that they're not getting married there, why did Chris have to be like, well, I mean, and I know Chris is a big brother. So for him, it's like, I don't care. I wasn't going to go anyway. But it seems like there's a better response to that. Like, oh, well, I'm sorry you can't get married where you want to. But the good news is now we can all go.
Like, I know you had your heart set on it and that's sad, but I'm happy that I'll get to go to your wedding now.
Yeah, he could have just easily been like, gone over and been like, sis, I'm sorry you can't get married where you want, but I can't wait to see you get married.
Yes. Why not?
It's like,
why aren't these people loving at all?
Because they're Darlene's kids. I blame it all on Darlene.
They all use cruel humor as a defense. And Amy currently is way too sensitive and she cannot, I don't even know if she's being way too sensitive, but she's being sensitive and she can't take it anymore. Which I think I wouldn't either, because if you and Jacob were being this level of dickheads to me, I would at least take like 6 months off talking to y'all.
You would definitely, if we were at the beach, which is the only place I can see us all getting together and ganging up on somebody, I don't think either any of the three of us would stay. Eventually, one of us is going to be like, well, I'm going to my room now and locking the door.
Yeah, I'm going to go to my room. I'm going to take all my snacks with me.
Yeah.
And I will come and get more snacks when you guys are gone.
Yeah.
Because no, I'm not going to play board games with you when you're being a butthole.
No, because this is a lot. It's a lot of just cruelty because clearly she's upset. I think Brian was just trying to get into the conversation like, hey, we have a wedding. Let's talk about that. I don't think he meant it.
I think you're right.
I don't think he meant it bad. I do think that she totally told him not to mention it. And I think him downplaying her emotions ticked me off more when she was like, I told you not to mention it. He's like, it's not a big deal. It's like, but it is a big deal to her, clearly. That's what he should have said is, I'm sorry. I just mentioned it because I was trying to get them involved. I didn't think it would be a big deal.
I thought that maybe you would get to talk to your sisters about your wedding, which would be something that would make you happy.
Yeah.
But instead, it just devolved.
Yeah, and he could have been like, clearly you're right. Your family is terrible. Because
it's making me mad because people that I love from this show have made me upset this episode. I think the only person I'm not mad at is Amanda because I don't think Amanda did anything.
Amanda literally showed up, said she was sick, and then wanted to know what everyone's weight was, which I do think is ridiculous. I think my favorite person...
she was sitting with her two dieting sisters.
Yeah.
She wasn't yelling across the room asking everyone what their weight. She didn't even ask Chris what he weighed or Brittany. So like, but then Tammy's the one who singled out Amy being like, well, she didn't ask Amy because Amy's clearly so fat. So rude.
No, I think Tammy is now currently just trying to one-up Amy. And it's sad because I think she wants to get married. But then they're acting
like it's Amy.
Yeah. I think she wants to get married so bad just because, well, Amy's getting married. Why can't I get married? It's like, that's stupid because Amy hasn't known this guy for a year. And I don't think you're marrying a psychopath like she is, who's like, I want to get to know you.
And there are no kids involved. But yeah. I think I like Andrea. I'm still on the fence about Brian. Right now, I'm 70% behind Amy, 30% not, I guess. And Tammy is pissing me off. Misty's pissing me off. And Chris, I love Chris, but I wish he had done more to comfort his little sister because I feel like he goes out of his way to do stuff for Tammy, but I do not see him going out of his way for Amy.
No, I think something has gone on with I feel like everybody is on edge with Amy, and maybe it's because they alluded to this dumb group chat, and part of me is like, I would love to see those because
I want screenshots.
Yeah, because I don't know what's happening because you got to think Chris could be picking on Amy because Amy's the one who's like, well, I'll bring you down a peg. I hate you. You're the worst sister ever. I saw something today.
You're right.
And then everyone is seeing this and is like, what is wrong with this woman? Why is she such a witch? Why is she doing this to our sister?
The one thing Tammy is good at is playing the victim.
Yep. But then Chris was so annoyed with Tammy when she did the little joke about she could work for a garbage man. He was like, that's stupid. Like, you're stupid.
Which wasn't even funny.
No. And then the camera cut. And I would have loved, because I feel like I love Chris lectures when he gets on them. Because
it's great.
I feel like at that moment, he's like, why do you keep mentioning our sister? I have picked you up and have not mentioned Misty, Brittany, nobody. But you immediately go to Amy.
Yeah, when no one was talking about Amy.
No, we were talking about your job
Amy
interview.
is disabled. She's blind.
Yeah.
Like we talked about in our rewatch, you said you were like, Tammy can lose the weight and Tammy can have a normal life, quote unquote normal. Tammy can drive a car. Tammy can get a job. Yep. Amy will never be able to see no matter how much weight she loses.
Nope.
So I don't know, but I'm excited for this season. I love this show. I love it so much.
There was some good drama this episode too.
Yes. And it looked like we got like a preview for the rest of the season. It showed all the wedding planning. It looked like bachelorette party in New Orleans. Like,
Yep.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the whole thing. I do not have a summary for next week. All I have is the title.
Ooh, what's the title?
So next week, season 8, episode 2, Not Tonight, Satan.
Oh, Amy's going to tell Brian no, she's not sleeping with him.
I don't know what it's going to be about, but I'm so excited and I'm so glad the show's back. If you guys have any like thoughts or differences of opinions, please let us know down below. Like, I want to know how you guys feel about these people. What are you guys thinking? Are you on Tammy's side? Are you on Amy's side? Do you agree with us? Do you not agree with us?
I feel like I'm not on either one side. So
I just feel so bad for Amy, I think. But I get where you're coming from, where we don't know what Amy's doing behind the scenes.
No.
So,
and I
it is a reality show.
I feel like this is another reason why I don't like Brian, because he's like, oh, are we leaving? Instead of being like, because when not to just, now we're going to talk for even longer, but this is another reason why I don't like Brian, because when she gets up to leave, he's like, oh, are we leaving? Like, he's shocked instead of being like, okay, I guess we're going because y'all won't care about your sister's wedding. Like, he doesn't defend her. He acts like she freaked out and she is over dramatic. So he is just following her out.
Yeah.
Which doesn't ingratiate him to the family or to her.
No. And I stand by what I said, that it does make me nervous about Brian, because now that she's with Brian, she's no longer close to anyone else in her family.
Nope.
And that is not a good sign. And I'm not saying he's a bad person or anything like that. I really want to give him a chance. But that makes me nervous.
Yeah.
That she's cut off everyone else. She has a new friend, a new man, and does not talk to her family.
No. And I mean, if this was just her being like, I deserve better. I deserve love and support, and I'm going to get it from outside my family and build my own family, which honestly, I think I would understand, because her family is terrible.
They can be very rude. And also, we'll have to, I just don't know how, we'll have to look when we're going back to our rewatch after this is over. But like, how often are they supportive of Amy? Or how often are they constantly telling her she's the failure, she's the fuck up, she's stupid, she doesn't make the right choices? And I feel like it's more that.
I feel like they tell her that a lot.
Yeah, and like, I think it's valid for her to be upset and cutting them off.
And I think that that's one reason why she's probably so into Brian, is because Brian probably is, I don't want to say manipulative, because I am trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. And she is married to him now. Like, spoilers. Like, she did get married, but.
Yeah, they're married.
It would be so easy to manipulate someone with low self-esteem already.
Yes.
Trust.
That's what I worry about.
Yeah.
That is exactly what I worry about. But it's like, I want to give him a chance. Maybe he'll convince me this season. I hope so, because I do worry about Amy.
I worry about
I have no worries about Andrea, though. I actually worry that Andrea deserves better, honestly.
I honestly, at this point, after watching this episode, I'm like, they're not going to make it, because Andrea's going to be like, because they have that snippet. If you watched it all the way to the end, they have the snippet where she gets the girls together and is trying to talk to Amy and Tammy
storms out.
And she also, looks like there's a moment where she talks to Chris about, well, her hormones, she's just not acting like herself. It's like, no, this is herself. And I think
this is herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think eventually
it's like
Andrea
back in the
Jerry
season where Jerry's like, oh, I just love her personality. What personality? What do you love?
I think you said pussy wrong.
Oh, sorry, I mispronounced it.
I'm sorry. You had an Amy moment, sir. That is not vagina. But no.
Oh my God. I'm excited though to cover the season. I'm so excited it's back.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we keep talking, we can talk for literally another like 3 hours about this. So before we do, let's cut it off before we hit 2 hours.
Can I just have one more moment? I have never noticed how much they cuss in these shows until this episode. There was so much bleeping.
Yeah. Well, everyone's mad right now.
Yeah. I guess that's probably
everyone's upset.
But I just feel like it was like every other, it was like bleep, 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 and ass, bleep, bleep. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what?
It was.
Maybe it's just because it was 3:00 in the morning for me and 2:00 in the morning for you. But I was like, what is happening?
It's a lot. But I'm excited. I'm ready to start this journey, and I'm excited to see the wedding planning.
Also, I don't think Brittany needs to lose weight. I think she just needs to drink her soda.
I think but she wants a baby.
Ugh,
So
yeah,
she's got to do what she wants to do. If that's
well, then
if
she just needs to lose the
baby.
weight,
So.
get pregnant, and go right back on the sody.
That's what everyone else has done because they're not supposed to be drinking soda. And Tammy was drinking a soda. Didn't we see Amy drinking a soda?
Probably.
Like, they're not supposed to have it. Chris didn't have any, but like Tammy's not supposed to have it either because it's not good for your anyway. We'll talk, like, literally we will talk for another like 5 hours about this, but
yeah, we'll call each other and we'll do that so y'all don't have to listen to it.
Okay. All right, well, we'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.
Seasoned sisters, they're not quite 1,000